This is Mortimer. He's a death adder. He tried to live up to his name before and took a little pot shot at me. So I'm not going to get even. Look at this hook. It's easy to use half of it. This is Precious. You know Precious. She's a boom sling also. You can see look how she wraps. I love the way they wrap. See that little tiny part of tail at the end? Isn't that something? She's a boom slang, and she is a sweetheart. She likes to come out and just chill, and she's a very chill snake. But when they eat, oh, it's just terrible because, she only eats live, and because their bite is so terrible. When they bite you, you bleed out every hole in your body. You really do. It's documented by a guy named Carl Schmidt in the 1800s. This guy goes out, gets bit, and instead of really taking care of it, he starts to write everything down for future generations, which I'm grateful for. So it takes like 3 days, but you bleed out every hole in your body and then you die. So, not pleasant. In any case, Precious is not allowed to bite, so we don't have to worry about that. A lot of people in the comments always say that my snakes are defanged and that their venom glands have been removed, which I would never do. First of all, it's cruel to the animal. They can't really eat afterwards, and that's what they do. They hunt. Also, it doesn't work. The venom glands, the venom comes back. I've seen snakes that are venom. They're called venomoids when the venom glands are taken out. Being milked, they still produce venom. So I don't do that, and I would never do that. It's worse than declawing a cat. At least a cat can eat after that, but that's just very cruel. So in any case, I just wanted you guys to see Precious. It's been a minute since I've shown you guys her. I've only been showing certain snakes, just for a number of reasons. Some are in a different room, some are in a different house, and I'm moving, so there's been all sorts of pandemonium. But once we're moved, I'll be showing you a whole bunch of new things, and I got some new things coming in the way, and I hope you'll be there to see it. So does Precious. All right. Now, this is a different female. This is Precious. You know how much I love her. She looks like Matilda, but she's bigger. So, the females have this tannish brown. She's got a couple of mice in her. They have this tannish brown. And she's just lovely. She's wonderful. Splendid snake. But when they eat, oh, it's terrible. Because, when they bite you, you just bleed out every hole in your body. You know how it is, right? You've heard these stories. But when they bite the mouse, there's blood everywhere also. It's just a bloody, terrible mess. And, I hope the mouse doesn't suffer as much as it looks like, because I hope that it's so toxic that they're overwhelmed by it. But sometimes you just wonder. And when they have the mouse, they sort of keep crunching down because they're injecting more and more venom. And it's just terrible. Sometimes it's fast and other times. But Precious is she's a good eater. Her boyfriend likes to eat also, but he's just not nice to her. He's just not cool with her. But in any case, she wanted to say hi. I wanted her to say hi, and I want to say hi. So we will catch you later. Give him a kiss. Look, see that? It's a kiss. All right. Okay. Here you have Mortimer. He's a death adder. 31. Who has half of his substrate here. Whoops. And a messy one. Here's something you should never do. Hold death adder. But I can do it. Because I'm just doing it forever. And I know him. And he knows me. And I know what he likes and what he doesn't like. So it's okay. Also, if you watch here, he prefers to be held than to be on the hook. He doesn't like the hook. You see he's leaving. But he likes to be held, even if it's like this. But you get, well, he's not on it very well. When he's on the hook, he goes a little kooky. So he's gonna fall. Usually he just throws himself off it until I catch him. So it's a funny thing, He tried to live up to his name before and kill me to death, but now he has sworn to be a good boy. So Mortimer, the death adder, he's a good little dude. He's a chill little dude. And he's getting a lot more socialized. Ain't he? He says goodbye. We have your favorite couple. Certainly your favorite couple of boom slangs. This here on what is looking like my left. This is Walter, and here you have Matilda. Oh, what a day, man. Today's been a hard day. I'm telling you. They're boom slangs, first of all, let me just say, and my mind is elsewhere. They're boom slangs. They are from Southern Africa, and if they bite you, you will bleed from every single hole in your body, including your eyeballs and your ears. So it probably wouldn't be very pleasant. What also wasn't pleasant was going to my bank today and finding all my money had been taken out of the bank again. This is the second time, and it's the second time, and I had to open a new bank account, and I couldn't transfer the money. It's just a long, terrible day. You know, what bank loses your money? You know, the whole point is, it just drove me crazy. And then all the operators from the bank now, they're in China, so I can't understand what they're saying. They can't understand what I'm saying. I speak about as much Chinese as they speak English. And so all this money, you know, nice little fortune, small little fortune is gone, at least for me. And so this is the second time. And last time they took my paycheck and I couldn't get it back no matter what I did. You know, like they just took it and they said it was stolen from New York. But how do I know that? You know, I'm not in New York. I'm in North Carolina. They said it was taken out of the bank in New York. How does that even happen? You know, how does that even happen? I don't know. Sorry. At least they listen to my problem. So do you guys. I'm sorry. New subject. New subject. This is a crazy death adder. His name is Mortimer. He's a good dude. He just likes to be held. Arf! Mortimer, Mortimer. There he is. Can you see him? He's really very nice. He's come a long way. He's just nuts. He's just a little bit nuts. He doesn't like the hook, you see. He likes to be held. And sometimes he's just nuts. Anyway, this is Mortimer. I had a Precious the boom slang. And look how she moves. Just watch how she moves so beautifully. Look at the movement of a boom slang, the texture, the contours, the scales, everything about them. The colors, the variegation, the coloration, the sexual dimorphism, everything about them is just stunningly beautiful. I thought you'd like to have a peek. Just checking in with old Precious here. My wild-caught, beautiful female boom slang. Give them a kiss. Give them a kiss. They're on this side. Give them a kiss. She's going to give you a kiss. See? There she is. Mock. It's a kiss. Be good, folks. Well, here's a couple lovebirds. You know these two guys. They're boom slangs from Southern Africa. They're wild-caught. Oy, oy, oy. They're very beautiful. And the one that is on this side, that's greener, is the male, Walter. This is the female, Matilda. Man, do they eat well. They eat well, but when I give them food, they don't eat fast. Sorry. They don't eat fast, but they eat well when they eat. So, come here, you. They wanted to check in and say hello, and so did I. Hasn't been an easy day, but I'm with them. Oh, they feel so much better. Look how nice. Look at them. They just sort of chill, don't they? Beautiful. This is my death adder. His name is Mortimer. He's really very nice. You can hold him, you know, if you're out of your mind, you can hold him. And he's really a sweet snake. If you keep him on a hook, then he gets all strikey. And you don't want a strikey death adder. But if you hold him in your hand... Look, if you hold him in your hand, I need you to be a little bit cooperative. If you hold him in your hand and you're supporting him, like here, ooh, that was something, then he gets much more comfortable. If it's just a hook, he hates that. Can you see his tail? It does something called coddling. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little, looks like a little worm at the end of his tail. And he shakes it and birds come or whatever comes and bang, he eats them up. He eats them up. Bang! He death adders them with neurotoxic venom, which just shuts them down. So, when he strikes, oops! Look at these guys. Just chilling, just hanging out. They're boom slangs. They're arboreal snakes from southern Africa. And, man, let me just say, I had a rough day today. Just a terrible day. But I come home to them, and they're so, they calm you. They're just so calming and sweet. And they don't talk, and they don't complain, and they listen to any problem you have. And today I had problems, man. So they are an absolute delight, and I think they are the most beautiful snakes in the world. Just look at them. When you take them out, they have energy, they get rid of the energy, and then they just sort of chill. They just sort of find a spot, and they hang out there. And as long as you sort of move with them and let them go where they want to go, there's no problem. You just can't be scared, because if you're scared, you're going to twitch. And if you twitch, they're going to get scared. But there's nothing to be scared of, because the only thing to fear is fear itself. That statement actually makes sense in this context, and it really does. So, as long as you don't trip yourself up and get self-conscious, you'll be fine. Not that you should go out and do this, it's a whole process getting to this point. But the rewards exceed the demands, that much I know. Anyway, look at the tail wrapped around me. You see that little tiny tail? Isn't that something to see? You don't see that on many animals, even cobras and stuff. They have tails that wrap and stick into you. They don't stick you, but look how they wrap so beautifully. All right. I hope you could see the beautiful faces. I hope I don't look like Medusa. But two beautiful boom slangs, a male and a female. Matilda, I'm sorry, girl. Matilda and Walter. They're in love, and I love them. And they love me too. People get mad when I say that. Look at that. Look at these faces. Look at that. Most beautiful snake in the world. Easily. Alright, thank you. What's up? Here's Angel, the world's nicest rattlesnake. He looks a little bit hungry. He's really very sweet. And he hasn't come out yet today, so he needs his time. This is the beginning of our 20 minutes together. He knows he gets 20 minutes a day. What's up, buddy? He's such a sweet snake. Oh, he smells the mouse. I have a mouse. His name is Lazarus. No one could kill him. Rattlesnake couldn't kill him. A cobra couldn't kill him. So I adopted him, and now he's going to live out the rest of his life with me. Maybe one day he'll be a dad. I don't know. Can you see the tongue flicks? That's the flick of a tongue. A flick of a tongue of a snake when they're hungry. They shoot it out, and they flick it. It means that they want more information and tell me what kind of prey, which way to go. It's interesting, right? They suck up, they don't really suck up, but they take in particles from the air, and the particles go to a part of their body called the Jacobson's organ, and that provides the brain with the information as to what kind of prey it is, or is it a predator, or what. So when they need information, they flick their tongues out. So he's sensing that his next door neighbor is a mouse. It won't be for long, don't worry, I'll separate them. But see his tongue flicks? It's interesting. Alright, little buddy. It's my little boy, Angel, my sweet little rattlesnake. He's a Yucatan rattlesnake, sometimes called a Zabcan rattlesnake. It's hard for me to hold him like this because I got 22 screws in my shoulder. And, well, the other one too in my legs. I've lived a rough life, but a good one, just sort of as an extremist in some ways. So, I envy these guys. Look at their agility and dexterity, how they move so beautifully. And just look at how he's like painted by the gods. And that's better. See, look at that patterning he has, And he's gonna turn red. Can you imagine? Can you imagine him like this in red? Dressed up for Christmas. He's gonna be next year. So we're just checking in, saying hi. What's up, little buddy? And there he goes. Say goodbye to Angel. He loves you. He misses you, and he'll see you next time. Boop, give him a kiss. So I'm going to venture to say that Rubbernecker is chilling out a little bit. And you see how she's sort of straight. Everyone always tells me I hold a hook funny. I don't. I'm used to holding katanas in martial arts, and I've been using them both my whole life. So I hold them in a certain way that it's complicated. But that's why. And it looks funny to you. It's not. It's really the proper way. But in any case, look at Rubbernecker sort of starting to chill out. See? It's not like I can really free handle her yet or anything, but we're getting there, you know, step by step. She still has that, see the S in her rubberneck? She's getting ready to strike, but she wasn't for a while. See if she calms down. But I just wanted to show you her progress and how well she's doing. This here is Checkers, and she's a long-horned viper. And you can see she has a horn on her nose. Of course, it's not really a horn. It's just a bunch of little scales. But it gives the perception, the appearance of a horn, doesn't it? There are other horned vipers that have two horns. I have a couple. And I'm sure you've seen them. But these guys, unlike them, they don't burrow under sand. These guys live in Europe, Turkey, Greece. I've seen a couple actually in Turkey, not Greece. And they like rocks, oddly enough. And boy, can they use the rocks to hide. They're really good at that. It's so hard to hook Checkers. She's just good at what she does. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her. Just a sweet little girl. And she's growing. She's a good eater, too. All right, baby. You did good. I appreciate you. You guys know my little guy Snickers. He's a Guarico rattlesnake who's come such a long way. And you know my other guy. Let me see if I can get him. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just knock on his door. Hey, play with Snickers for a second. Come here, you. What's up, buddy? Urgh. And this guy here. Come here, Sleepy. 1 second. Now, just let me get him here. This guy here is a little different. You see, now this is a Zabcan rattlesnake. He's a Guarico rattlesnake. Now, the thing is, he is from Mexico. This guy is from Venezuela. They don't know each other. He has a hemotoxic venom, which will pretty much, it'll fuck you up good. It kills mice very fast. He has a venom that kills them immediately. But he has a neurotoxin. You know Checkers, the long-horned viper. Of course, they don't really have a horn. It's just a scale. But ain't he something? Look how pretty. These guys, despite the popular perception, they don't live in sand. They actually like to be on rocks. You'll find them in Greece and Turkey. I've seen a couple out there. In my case, in Turkey. But they're so what's called sexually dimorphic that this is a female. And you can tell even now. The females are so much more tan than the males. And the males get like almost like a black and whitish sort of. It's hard to explain. Let's look it up. And then there's these other ones that get like orange. Oh, they're to die for. They're just beautiful. But I think Checkers, honestly, is more beautiful. It's just taste. Anyway, I love her. She loves you. You love me. We're a happy family. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We do. I do. She does. You know, it's nice to share these experiences with people who love animals. Thank you, folks. It's my babies and me, two beautiful boom slangs. Matilda, the beautiful young lady. And Walter, the beautiful young... Ay, where you going? The beautiful young man. And this is Matilda, here. And this is Walter, here. And they have chilled out so much, but there was a time when they wanted me dead. And now I think they want me alive. And they also are very cool with each other, which wasn't always the case. They didn't live together before. But you know, new couples, they live together. They learn to tolerate each other's habits, and hopefully things go well. And one day maybe we'll have a wedding here. Who knows? We'll see. Let's do that. Can you guys see what I'm talking about? I can stare at a boom slang forever. You know, I could stare at them, and every time I do it, I see something new. He's got a little messy on. What the hell did you get on you? I don't know what'd you get on you? What could you have gotten on you? Look at his head. Look how dark. You see, he's starting to turn black. He's gonna be black. You know, and when they go from green to black, you get this color. I don't even know what to call it. But ain't it beautiful? Ain't it something? Look at that. Look at that. Look how they move, man. It's like the neck is. Look at the pattern. And my little longhorn viper, who's crazy in the head. She likes to be held more by hand than in the hook. They have a really nasty bite. You gotta be careful with these guys. So, Bipra amolites is her name. Actually, it's Greek, not Latin. And look at her patterns. Isn't that beautiful? Checkers. You could probably play checkers on her. She's a good girl. And she's really very sweet. She's come a long way. She used to try to kill me on a daily basis. And now